Hey guys, Mark Holmes here. Who, Today is Easter, by the way. Well, it's 1:54 a.m. So yesterday was actually Easter. Hope everybody had a great Easter. Hopefully you spent quality time with your family and or friends or both. But anyway, um, leads and lead generation. Uh, Lead generation, like I always say, is without a doubt the easiest part of what we do. If you're having trouble with lead generation, um, not trying, or you're just you've been bombarded by a lot of stuff that really just is not effective. So if you don't have leads going through or leads being accumulated on a weekly basis, um, definitely on a monthly basis, but on a weekly basis, yeah, you really are. So anyway, I'm sitting there with my family on Easter, and wasn't really working. I want to spend time with my family. That's what everybody really should do. That's what it's about. But anyway, long story short, I've got my phone there, and I actually turned the sound down, which I normally don't do. But anyway, I turned the sound down and I could still hear the dings. Basically, the alerts are the leads, the notifications from leads coming through. Um, and it was really expected. I wasn't surprised, but, you know, um, I'm sitting there looking at my phone, right? And they're all coming through. Now, what you're seeing is um, actually leads hitting uh, some of these are basically duplicates, but what you're seeing is the lead actually hitting my system, the marketing system, but also I have my Aweber account connected. So that's actually what you're seeing. It's not necessary to have your Aweber hooked up, by the way. um, I just like personalizing an autoresponder, my connection with people. So again, it's not necessary. Um, there's going to be other trainings and stuff on that if you want to do that. But anyway, um, that's basically what I was seeing today. You know, and then it goes on. You know, so leads, more leads. Okay, so all this here is what should be happening. Now, I want to add a couple of things. This the leads are coming from different directions. Okay, mostly from road signs. Okay, now don't go out there and just only focus on road signs. Um, these could be coming from email marketing. Some of these, but I can pretty much guarantee. I haven't tracked them yet, but I can pretty much guarantee they're coming from road signs. Um, I had 5 road signs that were out last weekend, and I drove to the location, which is in another state. Okay, I'm in Delaware. Um, Long story short, I've got to go to Maryland, okay, to do my local on the ground guerrilla marketing. So if you don't have to drive to another state, you've got zero excuse, none. All right. So I drive to another state because I know the results that are going to come. So if come from my efforts, but this is the other thing. Don't expect to put a couple signs. I said this before. Don't expect to put a couple signs out there your results are going to vary. Okay, depending on the location, how good your sign is, what it reads, all that together. So, how many signs you put out there also, you're going to lose some signs. Like I was saying, I put 5 signs out last weekend and 3 of them were still there. The other 2 were gone. Now, I was still getting coming in and they were effective. So, some of the 2 of the locations that I chose, I knew they were going to be gone, but they were in high traffic areas. And I was like, I'm going to put them here anyway. So, um, I went back and that's when I saw the 2 signs were gone. I left the other 3 in and I went to Home Depot and I wanted to get 10 signs. I cleaned them out. They only had 9. So I got 9 more and basically all from all 12 of those signs together. So 9 plus the other 3. Um, so this is what you should have on a weekly basis. Okay. Now, a couple of things. Um, each day is going to be different. Okay. Some days you might not get any leads, and some days it's just for some reason you just get bombarded. Discouraged. Don't say I'm not going to do road signs. They don't work because the first day you didn't get any leads or you got 1 or 2. Um, it's going to vary. Okay. With that being said, you've got to stay in consistent action with this. I'm not going to go into that again, but anyway, um, this should be on a weekly basis. Okay. Now think about this. You're doing, and this too, by the way, is most of these leads are coming from one lead generation technique. We've got dozens that we're going to be going over. Um, I haven't even really, I've been putting drop cards out and stuff like that. Some pull tab flyers, excuse me, but I'm going to be really going at, all of these other lead generation techniques. So I haven't even really touched on it yet. We're going to be doing online stuff, um, email marketing, how to reach over 100,000 people per month with just email marketing. Um, so all of this stuff. But here's another point, and this is one reason why I was trying to just kind of ease off the pedal a little. And you might get to this point too. If you're doing this right, you probably will get to this point to where you're like, some people say, well, it's never too many leads, but this is kind of how I look at it. And yeah, that's true. You've got all these leads coming through, but um, what are you doing with those leads when they come in? Are you just accumulating leads? You're directing traffic and you're getting good at that, which is great. Once you get to that point, that's awesome. Everybody should get to the point to where they're a master. Okay, not pay somebody or go buy some leads or anything like that, but you've got to get to the point where you're a master at lead generation. Now, what happens after that is the important part, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in the process. Okay, there is a process. Recruiting is a process. It's not an event, but you've got to have the time to call these leads. Okay, you're not going to have a phone number for every one of them. You're not going to be able to get in touch with every one of them, but you've got to get in touch with these leads. Okay, so you're sorting. Okay, so you've got to get good at sorting. And just like I said, you've probably heard it in this video if it's attached to the whole full video, but amateurs convince, professionals sort. So you've got to go through this list that you see here. You've got to sort. You've got to sort through these leads. Okay. Now, in that bunch, I've got people in the process right now. Somebody actually messaged me today on Easter. Um, and I sent the text back, but they said, "Hey, I'm still interested." For some reason, they didn't get my email. And I said, look in your other folders. And it was there. So anyway, um, they got it. And they said, "Great, I'm going to call you tomorrow." So and that's basically the message I sent to them on the text was, uh, watch that video and call me as soon as you finish watching it. Okay, so some of these people are just going to waste your time, but some of them, there's people here that are looking. It's the right time in their life. You found the right person, and it is the right time in their life. Okay, that's what really all this is about: getting the message in front of the right person at the right time in their life. Okay, um, and when it comes to that point, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. It's the right time in their life, and they're ready, and they're all ears. If it makes sense to them, they're going to get rolling. If not, so what? Four S's. So what? You know, there's a lot of people out there that are looking for this. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. That's the four S's. Um, but it's the process. You've got the funnel. Here's the funnel. Some people call it a pipeline, but this is the funnel. All these leads are going in to that funnel. Okay. And they're all going in. Now, where a lot of people make a mistake is they expect them to just come out by themselves. And some might. I mean, if you're, you know, creating thousands of leads, yeah, uh, some people are going to come through, and it happens, right? But where you get better and your conversion rates increase is the follow up. The fortune's in the follow up. So that's where I am right now. I've got people in that process. You've got to get yourself in that rhythm. That rhythm is got to happen. Okay. Now, once you get into that rhythm, you're just going to be blown away. You're going to be blown away. And I hope it really happens for you. And I hope you really take action with this, because that's what's going to happen. The better you get, the more exciting it gets, the better your results are going to get. So it's that process. So you've got people in that funnel. How do you get the people out of the funnel? It's by doing the follow-ups. Okay. And we've got the scripts and everything. I think I put this up there before. These are the scripts, of course, from Dale Calvert. Word for word, what you need to say. Actually, the less you say, the more money you make. But, these scripts are here. ProvenMLMscripts.com. ProvenMLMscripts.com. I followed this. I mean, it's just repetition from there, guys. I followed this for years with Dale Calvert. All this stuff is simple. It really is simple. Anybody can do this. Me, I swung a hammer. I'm looking for a hammer. I swung a hammer for 3 decades. If I can do this, anybody can do this. It's just really simple stuff. But the less you say, the more money you make. You've got to get into the numbers. The numbers. Okay. Now think about this. These are the numbers from just this past weekend and last week. Okay. So all these leads, these are real leads that are coming through. The law of averages always comes through for even the worst network marketer. So you don't have to promote yourself as a leader. You're just getting started. I hear some so-called teachers in the industry who've got thousands of people that follow them, and they're teaching people to promote themselves as a leader. Why? I, I've got no patience or even the time to do anything like that. I don't care if people follow me. I'm looking for leaders. And where are they? They're in there. Don't don't look for leaders. Develop leaders. There's a great article, um, "The Land of 10,000 Unrecruited Heavy Hitters." Okay, I think I may have mentioned this, but it's an incredible article. Go to mlmhelp.com. In the search bar on that webpage, type in 10,000 unrecruited, the land of 10,000 unrecruited heavy hitters. They're in that list. You haven't found them yet. I haven't found them yet. 10,000 people a day are joining network marketing just in the United States. Think about when we go international. So that's it. Um, I'm not sure where we are in this whole in the whole um, uh, video. And guys, I'm not an expert speaker or anything, and I really don't want to be. Okay, so I've I've had messages come in, and it's just the content and the way you speak is terrible. I don't care. I don't mean to sound arrogant. I don't care. What I'm talking about works, and it works for anybody. So anyway, I'm not sure where we are in this whole video, but if there's another segment after this, which there probably will be, um, I'm really excited for you, because if you made it this far and you're serious, you're probably implementing this stuff. Um, the um, the other things we're going to be going over are just really cool uh, stuff, just like this, and produce results just like this. So anyway, guys, make it a good one.